Christians, we believe that Jesus died. I'm going to stop right there. I know that makes some of you feel uncomfortable, but I'm going to stop right there. We know that Jesus died. Yes, we know that Jesus came and he died and he hung on the cross for the redemption of our sins. It often reminds me of a song I grew up with in the church that we used to always sing around Easter. It's actually my mother-in-law's favorite song. It says that they hung him high, they stretched him wide, he hung his head, and then he died. Yes, we know that Jesus died. The important thing about that song is the very next verse says, but that's not how the story ends, because in 3 days, he rose again. What does Paul say? We believe that Jesus died and rose again. See, that's where we find our hope. We find our hope in a Jesus that not only died, but when the women got to the tomb on Sunday morning, they found the stone rolled away and an empty tomb. We find our hope not only in a Jesus who died, but in a Jesus who stood and asked, woman, who are you looking for? We find our hope not only in a Jesus who died, but in a Jesus who had an angel who said, why do you look for the living amongst the dead? He is not here. We find our hope in a Jesus who returned to the Father and sits at the right hand of the Father and will return again. That is where our hope comes from. Yes, we know that life indeed ends in this physical form. But we find hope in the promise of Jesus Christ.